What's going on, guys? Agent Psycho here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I am going to be showing you the official trailer early for the beta for Parrot, which was provided to me by Business Moose. In my past failed recording I said Business Moof. Who knows? Alternate reality Business Moose. But yeah, I'm so excited. So thankful to the team for deciding to, share this with me, because obviously only the team has seen this, and I think I'm the only one who has seen it other than. Yeah, that's what I was told anyway. I've been told to, make a video about this, and I really wanted to do like a full sort of breakdown. So before I, pop up this video, I just want to say I've already gone through the video and I've grabbed everything I could see. I've decoded every message I found, and I will be going in detail on each of those discoveries. So if you want to find out them things for yourself, whether or not that's replaying the clip in this video, it's only 48 seconds, then stop the video afterwards, because I will be going in detail on that, and obviously come back whenever. You're always welcome back. And obviously I am assuming, I don't know if I'm supposed to post this after they release their trailer, or if I'm announcing their trailer and then they post the trailer. I don't know. I'm gonna message Business Moose or Polo about that, and depending on what they say is when you'll see this video. So hello, future moosies and burbs and critters. But yeah, I think that's kind of everything. I'm so excited. I've literally, for all of tonight, other than talking to my flatmates, because I'm in university now, been just slowing the video down to the slowest speed and just breaking down everything. Anyway, so we're gonna roll the curtain, and ladies and gents, and in between, enjoy the video.
Before Club Penguin, well, there was all the penguin chats. And then there's all the variations of all the chats. I don't even remember how many I made. There's snails and some crabs, one with little robot snail walk around, another one with little TVs, a whole bunch of others. I don't see it ever dying. I see it 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now still running. Will it be the same? Hope the charm is the same, but you're going to interact with it differently. Always keep something hidden. Let them find it. I'm sure one day they will, but we'll wait. We'll wait on that one.
Hello. Welcome back. Wasn't that awesome? So cool. Please, everyone was so cool about it, and I'm nerding out, because the whole video is structured like Doctor Who. The famous TARDIS intro scene. How the bird is flying through this sort of vortex, and especially through the vortex at the end as it hits Parrot Island, or Parrot. Is it Parrot? I don't. And it's, if you don't know, I'm a massive fan of Doctor Who. So it's so cool. From the music is very Doctor Who, and it's really itching my brain, and have this. Yes, it's so cool, so cool. But yeah, you can see like this sort of bird going through. There's some Doctor Who references in here for sure, and I find that so awesome. From the music to just the whole thing itself, going through this vortex, and it's structured the exact same. It had to have been an inspiration for it. But anyway, so yeah, to start the video, there was this one. So Moose pointed this out to me. He said, listen to the audio at the start. So before I get into the rest of the things, I want to quickly play the video here. So you ready, guys?
Before Club Penguin, well, there was all the penguin chats. Before Club Penguin, well, there was all the penguin chats.
I'm gonna play it again. So I find it very interesting because he specifically pointed that out to me. So there's an evil laugh to begin with, which definitely is supposed to indicate some sort of villain. Now, I have been told some things about villains which I cannot disclose because that is not public information, I'm afraid. But I'm not sure if there will be a villain, because clearly there is some sort of universe here, which I'll get on to. And there will be a crossover between worlds, from what it seems like. Will there be some recurring villains in both worlds? You know, is obviously you'll have like a main villain for a world, but will there be, you know, ones which cross over in some sort of way? Because it's a very menacing laugh. I find it very interesting that you pointed that out. But yeah. So for the next section, we're going to get on to the boxes. Alrighty, so getting straight into these sort of boxes here. There are 9 altogether, and it's very much based off, well, the Club Penguin box dimension, which is, in a simple fact, amazing. You know, everybody loves. Anyone who grew up as a CP kid or afterwards, yeah, the box dimension, it's the box dimension, you know. They even brought that back to, you know, box critters. The box dimension was just this amazing April Fool's sort of prank, and I love that they've kind of incorporated it as like an actual thing now, because I feel like everyone is a CP sort of kid, how they imagined the box room as an actual place, and obviously not a 2D dimension. The first box we can see as we enter the video is this box with some sort of chicken on it. Yeah, I've been a bit stumped on what this one could be, because the thing is, some of them are like different virtual world. So down in the comments before I start anything, make sure to leave what you think, because I'm not gonna know everything. There are definitely some here which I'm very sort of confused about, but I know that we did kind of see at some point like a fake, it was like a kakapo, but it was a fake suit, you know. I think it had some really cool sort of details on it. So maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. It's some sort of chicken or bird. But that is the first box. So wherever that will take us, I'm not sure. Our second one, we've got like a recycle sort of sign. So it's very much some sort of, I don't know, recycling plant. Maybe a reference to CP and the recycling centre. I'm not too sure about that one. It could mean a lot of things. Typically that symbol is used as like a reuse, so maybe there's like a reuse sort of shop where we can reuse some parts or something. Not too sure. The third one, we have epic snails. So that's the first thing that came here, and I keep seeing this weird logo. If you look in the middle of the green box, there's this weird sort of, it's almost like a backwards F with another line coming off it, and there's a snail on this one. So we've got I think what this is connecting the universe of epic snails with Party Parrot and all these other universes as well. That's the only thing I really have to say for that one. And then we had this one, which is, I can't quite figure out what it is. It looks like sort of like a planet, a bit like Saturn, I cannot figure out for the life of me what it is. So if you guys know in the comments down below on what this is, please do let me know. But we've also got box critters. So this one made me jump on my seat, because if you guys don't know, since 2019 to about 2021, or early 2022 anyway, I used to make videos. Sadly I do not anymore, but I used to make videos for box critters. So I find that so cool that they are connecting these universes, and I think it works out a lot, because we've seen the Stoats as pirates, and when the beta drops for box critters, they're adding pirates. So I think the Stoats might cross over potentially. We'll be seeing crossovers between these universes, and yeah, Stoats is pirates, box critters, they're pirates. Makes sense, right? So here we got a crab, so we got some sort of crab universe. Will they be our enemies? Will they be our friends? Will they not be anything? Will they be NPCs? But crabs. That's, who knows? I think if you listen to the video, I believe it's Johnny, who's Business Moose, talking over the entire video, and he mentioned something about there were all these ideas before Penguin Chat, and that's kind of what these dimensions are. I think they're kind of all those ideas which they never got to do before Experimental Penguins and Penguin Chat and all that before CP. Now they've been given a chance to have a life, start a life in here. So I'm looking so, it's gonna be so cool. I'm really excited for how these will all blend together. But if we look at the next one, and then of course, yeah, we've got the Parrot Island box, which we see our main character in this video. I'm just going to call him the TARDIS. We see our TARDIS go through this box into Parrot world through this sort of vortex, and we can see that it's got the Rumu pet on it. Now over here we have some sort of like machine, and there's some sort of text in it kind of saying like ooh or something like that, but he says something in the video. In fact, I'll just play it here.
Well, there was all the penguin chats, and then there's all the variations of all the chats. I don't even remember how many I made. There's snails and some crabs, one little robot snail walking around, another one little...
He says something about robots, so I think this might be some sort of robotic universe where, wow, there's going to be, it's very robot heavy, very dystopian, be some lore there. It'll probably be a lot more darker, a bit more sort of, I don't know really, it's a bit more like, wow, a bit like the Cybermen. Yeah, I'm talking in Doctor Who terms here, but it's going to be a lot more sort of, I don't know, emotionless, you know. And then we have the Moose box, which I found interesting, which kind of goes to say that, you know, the Moose and the Kakapo are not in the same universe, and are rather in this sort of connected by this box dimension, which to us makes a lot more sense, because yeah, they might be the same style, but that doesn't exactly mean they're in the same universe. Doesn't make too much sense if you think about it. I mean, one, it's all this moose population who live in a bunker, which I guess you could say they live underground, but then why is it only mooses underground and the Kakapo on top? It would be messy. So I find it really cool that they are in this other sort of universe. And yeah, this is really interesting, which I was laughing my head off at. I was telling Moose about this, because I was like, it's just this one 9. Like, as you watch the video, if you go back and find it, it's just this one floating 9, which I think is supposed to be sort of like a motif to say there aren't, I've counted them all, but there are 9 boxes. Technically 10 if you count the first one we come through, which actually hides where we came from. It doesn't show you what patterns on that one, but yeah, there's 9 boxes. I think it's a 9 to say, hey, you can stop looking for boxes now because there's 9. But I found it very funny. But yeah, that is all the boxes explained. Next bit, we're going to get onto references. And then after the references, I'll talk about the end screen. And that'll be it then. So I'll see you in a minute. So, hello there, my moosies and burbs. So we've got the kind of, I think it was on Twitter, we got given the actual title screen of Parrot World, but it's so nice seeing it, that transition of, it was kind of like 3D text, and it went and popped into this very beautiful, kind of sketchy, updated Parrot World logo, which I love. I think it's really nice. It's very kind of nice, white and black, sticks out. I just love the cartoony-ish of it. It's very wacky, which I think, from what I've seen from this teaser, yeah, it's going to be a very wacky sort of game, and I love it. I'm all for it. Up the Doctor Who vibes. I still can't get over how the whole teaser is just one big Doctor Who reference. But anyway, that's me being a nerd. Getting on to the first slide here, you could probably saw there was actually a boat in the background. So the boat over here, I'm going to go with the guess that is Captain Clockwatcher's airship, his boat, as we traverse through whatever this box realm is, whatever this kind of smog is, and as we get through it, we go into these boxes and these portals, because as you can see, we'll get later on, but there was a massive giant snail, which kind of reminds me of the Turtle Chud, if anyone's a big fan of Stephen King's the It universe. You got Pennywise, and then you've got this massive turtle, which is Pennywise's enemy since like basically the start of time, and he's like this big cosmic sort of turtle, and that's kind of what our snail shows up as here, this massive sort of godly snail, which I guess as a developer or as someone who funds the game, it kind of is in some sense like a god to this universe. Like the developers, they are literally overlooking it, which is quite a funny way to see it. But yeah, we got this boat in the background, which would be Captain Clockwatcher's thing, and the next one we've got a sort of clock tower, grandfather's clock, which I thought was, it has to pay some significance, which I think is another kind of clue. You know, there's a boat, and then exactly next to it, you know, here's the boat, exactly next to it is a big grandfather's clock. I think it's definitely trying to say, Clockwatcher, watch the clock, you know, put the boat together, put 2 and 2 together, it's Captain Clockwatcher, go through time. Again, that's another thing, go through time and space, you know, time and relative dimensions in space. But as you go to the next one, this is one like this massive sort of godlike turtle, and he's got these sort of portals for eyes even. So he's kind of this all, I don't know what you say, like, he's this all-seeing being, you know, he can see through dimensions itself. He's kind of this 5th dimensional being, or 4th dimensional, I guess we'll never know. But yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of, yeah, because, you know, he's overlooking everything, so he can see through all these universes, and I thought, oh, it's just really cool. It's a nice little detail and a nice little way of seeing it. And then, of course, I think this is the first time we've kind of got a bird's eye down view of, which, again, this was a Doctor Who reference, you know, is it, you pop through that vortex, he spins towards like planet Earth. It's kind of him crash landing, a bit like I guess Jodie's episode where she crashes into the train, even though there were some questionable episodes. But yeah, I just find it so cool to actually kind of see the island from here, and you can see the nice iceberg and the mountain up there, and the kind of, yeah, you can kind of see the skiing, the volcano, the beach, You got all these lovely stuff, all these, I can't wait, cannot wait. And then what was this one? Oh yeah, I kept seeing again these weird symbols in the background. I don't know what they mean, because in this video they do actually use the EPF code, which I know it's not originally called the EPF code, but I don't know the name for it. But you know where it's all the boxes and they're assigned. It's basically like a grid, like a tic-tac-toe grid, and that's assigned to the alphabet, like ABC, you know. And I decode a message after this, actually, what that means. But maybe that will be what this universe's version of that is, and that will make maybe a lot more sort of sense. But yeah. Now, getting on to the end screen. So if you want to quickly look away and decipher it yourself, then feel free, but I am going to be getting into it. So I saw a message saying noon. I don't know what it meant by noon. Is something going to trigger at noon? Are the Stoats going to attack at noon? Or is it only at noon that these portals open up? Is it when the mooses come out? And I'll be saying that because we have an incoming transmission. And now this transmission is using the EPF code, and it says, it translates directly to the key is in the sky. Now, what does that mean? The key is in the sky. So, as we know, Captain Clockwatcher has an airship. And if we can quickly look in the background, if I disable media real quick, we can see the airship at the docks over there. So I think we'll be taking the airship and going through the sky and finding whatever this key is. Now, we don't know if the key is an item, like an actual genuine key, because a key is not always essentially like, you know, a key to put in a door or open something. It's more of a key item, you know, which can open something. But or is it like a metaphorical key where the key is the answer, you know? And maybe that is these box dimensions. It's very cryptic, very, very cryptic. And you're wondering, but Agent, what is this transmission coming from? Well, it's coming from none other than the mooses themselves, which adds a lot more to it. And there's another number which was in here, which is the number 3. Now, I encourage you guys to go in through this video, which I showed, and try and find other numbers. I tried. It's really hard to perfectly slow it down, but the fact I saw a 9, which I guess 9 doors, and there's 3, and there's a letter 3 here, which stayed on screen for a good chunk of time. And it's completely separate from everything else, so I don't feel like it's some random jumble put in there just to kind of, you know, give a glitch effect. But yeah, the moosies are up to something from the bunker, which I cannot wait for the lore, because I mentioned a lot of times I'm a sucker for lore, and I just love this kind of ominous sort of moose in the background. Is this moose a villain? Who knows? Who knows? I would love a moosey villain, because if you remember my video from a bit back, I did a sort of pitch for my idea for a moose villain, and he was very much, you know, behind the scenes, hiding, doing technology, and he would do something like this is exactly how I envisioned, so it's very cool. And that's it. That is pretty much everything from what I found within this Parrot World beta teaser, is what the official video is called, which I think I'm allowed to say, because it will probably be out very quickly after me releasing this, but I'll have to go and talk to Moose and Polo. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I'm so excited. I generally cannot thank you enough for Chris and Johnny for giving me the, you know, the chance to see this early and make a video on it. Means a lot, really does mean a lot, because oh man, it's improved my week. But yeah, I cannot wait for this game. I think a lot of us can definitely share that same feeling. It's been a long time in the running, but man, I'm so grateful to, you know, kind of say that I've been there kind of from when it started, you know. I think there's some really big things. It's so weird seeing the game now, like, because I remember when the Discord had just been created and we were just literally posting our own sketches in, you know, our own concept drawings, and we saw the first ever concept where the Kakapo had these really small black eyes, and then it got changed because then people were like, you know, it was having a bit of problems with expressions and stuff. So it's so weird now to see like a full-fledged 3D game with Compio's music by ScreenHog himself, which beautiful. These I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I have been told it might have been a little bit. But like the song which you hear in this is very much kind of influenced a little bit by Doctor Who, because it sounded very Doctor Who-y, so apparently kind of ran with it, which I love that. I love that so much. It's just the whistle. It also reminds me a lot of I wonder if he did a practical whistle for this. So if you remember, for Club Penguin, for one of his Halloween songs, he did a whistle, and I wonder if he used his own. I wonder if he used his mouth again.
Well, there was all the penguin chats, and then there's all the variations of all the chats.
You know, ooh. I wonder if he used his whistle again. That would be amazing if he did, because I know for a fact he will not be able to stop talking about it. And as he should keep talking about it because it's awesome. But yeah, that is everything. I'm rambling now because out of pure excitement. This is what happened. I'm sorry, but yeah, make sure to put in your browser. I think it's parrot.world/beta, and that will take you to the basically sign up page for the beta, because sign up for the beta, ladies and gents. You know, you get the chance to join Clockwatch's adventures, and it'll be so cool. It's going to be so cool. It's supposed to be coming out by the end of this year. If it doesn't, it'll be out in 2023, probably January at the least. But yeah, this has been me, guys, Agent Psycho, and as always, agents, leave your comments down below and keep an eye out.